And we are 1, 2, 3 checking on.
We are here with Kim for our second vision boarding session with her follow-up session. And I will pass it over to her right away.
Wonderful. So thank you all for being here today. I would love to start by connecting. So if you can all have a seat with the spine straight, closing the eyes, and just settle into your body. Taking a big breath in through the nose, allowing the energy to come through the top of your head and come down through the spine, and envision that it comes down all the way to the tailbone. And as you exhale, it just releases everything that happened today. You may have checked your emails, or just allow your day to fade away. Breathing in through the nose. See that white light coming down through the top of your head, going all the way down to the spine, and now it sits there as you suspend your breath. Notice I said suspend and not hold. So as you're suspending, you have your ribs are just floating upwards. And exhale and release. Your feet are grounded on the floor, breathing in through the nose, allowing that white light to come down through the spine, down to the tailbone. And as you suspend your breath, allow the energy to swirl in that creative space. And exhale. As you continue this breath, think of everyone who is here today. We have Micheline, Yasmin, Danielle, Monse, Susie, Shannon. And envision, and myself, and envision there's a white light that connects us all, and it comes through the heart. So you're sending that energy and that love to each participant, to Micheline, to Yasmin, to Danielle, Monse, Susie, and Shannon. And Beth Sears. And we are all connected through this white light that comes from the heart. Sending each other love and light and power as we hold each other up in this space. Breathing in through the nose. Suspend your breath. Exhale and let it go. Gently open your eyes, allow a little bit of light to come in as you come back to the space. You can stretch, shake it out. Beautiful. So who do we have today? We have 2, 4, 6. Beautiful. So Yasmin, I might need you with this one. So with the last exercise, we had an envision or vision exercise. So did everyone do their homework?
I think so.
You can unmute. Did everyone write down their vision for each area of their life?
Kind of.
Yes, no, maybe. It's okay if you didn't, because we could just redo it right now. Danielle, did you do your homework?
I redid the board and I wrote down clearly, I avec des affirmations, what I wanted, instead of just putting a picture and not writing much besides. So that's what I did instead of, and more specific. So that's what I did.
Perfect. Micheline, did you do your homework, dear?
I feel I'm in elementary school.
You are.
Yes, I redid my vision board and I wrote words, but I didn't go to the extent of writing affirmations or great detail.
That's what
So
we're going to
I
work on.
could redo that.
Okay, we're going to work on that today. Susie?
I remember writing down something in our class.
Is that my end or is that?
Vision has come true for us right now, but further to that, I did not do.
Okay, Shannon, can
I cut up. Did you catch what I said? Sorry.
You said that you've done part of it, but not all of it. Oh, she's cutting off.
If your mic cuts off, why don't you just type in the chat? I think that will help things like flow.
Yeah, thank you, Yasmin. Okay. So today we'll go over affirmations to clarify your goals and your dreams. So we had done a visualization that looked at each area of our life to visualize what our perfect life or our dream life would look like in 1 year. So now what we are going to do is marry those visions and marry those dreams with affirmations to affirm that they've already been done, right? So affirmation to affirm. So I'm going to read you a quick script, and then we're going to go through the guidelines of vision affirmations. Just give me a second. So, creating affirmations for your goals will empower you to overcome your negative attitudes and your blocks to success. Part of your daily discipline to get where you are right now to where you want to be is to create your affirmations. So have you ever been in a car where you've started your car and you have your emergency brake on? So what do you do at that point? Do you put on the gas so you just, you can keep up, or do you release the brakes? You release the brakes, obviously, right? So that's basically what we're doing right now. Most people drive through their whole life with a psychological brake on. So what they're doing is they're holding on to negative images about themselves. They suffer the effects of powerful experiences that they haven't released yet. So to stay in the comfort zone entirely of their own making, that's what they do. So they maintain inaccurate beliefs about reality, and they harbor guilt and self-doubt. So when they try to achieve their goals, the negative images that are pre-programmed, which is their comfort zone, tends to cancel out their good intentions. So no matter how hard they try. Studies show, and science-based, successful people, on the other hand, have discovered that instead of using increased willpower as an engine to power their success, it's simply easier to release the brakes by letting go and replacing limiting beliefs by changing their images. So to help release your brakes and let go of limiting beliefs, I'd like to talk about affirmations, including how to write and review your affirmations daily as a useful habit you can use to release your brakes. So affirmations are positive statements which affirm and declare your desired goal as if you already achieved them. The dissonance produced by the statement can create the internal motivation required to achieve the goal. So the dissonance being what you want, what you believe that you want, but all those beliefs that you're holding on to, that I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve that, or that's too big for me, that's like the oscillation between where we are now and where we want to go. So the affirmation basically cuts that. So the power of affirmation increases when it's linked to a visual image like our vision board. The beliefs, expectations, and thought patterns you currently hold can determine your self-esteem and how you perceive your reality, and how willing you are to participate in creating the life of your dream. For example, if you believe you're an awkward skier and that you can't ski, when you get up on the mountain, you're going to be awkward. It's normal, right? So this is because your beliefs are controlling your behavior. The good news is you can learn to override your self-defeating beliefs through your affirmations and positive visual imagery. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do our affirmations, and here are our guidelines. Ooh, j'ai envie de parler français parce que je vois Micheline. C'est ça. Je suis pas tête. So it's like my brain oscillates between English and French, and sometimes it's funny, it comes out like, rah. So number 1, so you can write these down. I will also put in the chat a guideline that you can use for later. So we'll be doing our affirmations. We'll take some time today to do some affirmations of your goals, or what the goals that are most important to you. And we will start the affirmation with I am. So I am, anything that you say I am before, you are. This is in scripture. I don't know if you've ever listened to Wayne Dyer's meditation on I am. It's like the first words. It's actually, I am is translated from the scripture, means God. So what we are creators. So anything that I am, I create. So be very careful what you put in front of or after I am. So for example, so we're going to write this also in a present tense. So for example, you can say, I'm getting a red Peugeot bicycle, or you can write it in a way that's a better affirmation. I am enjoying riding my red Peugeot bicycle. You also describe it in positive terms. So for example, I'm getting free of my fear of flying. So a better way to put this would be, I'm enjoying the thrill of flying. Okay, so number 1 is putting in the personal, I am. 2 is using the present tense as if it's already happened. Number 3 is positive terms. So your brain and your subconscious does not know the difference between not or the negative. For example, let me say the dog is not chasing the cat. What do you visualize? Right away, you visualize the dog is chasing the cat, right? I mean, there's no not in the universe. So if you say, I'm not scared, your mind hears, I'm scared. So always put it in a positive term. So again, I'm not getting free of my fear. I am getting free of my fear of flying, or I would like much better, I am enjoying the thrill of flying. So number 4 is be brief, because it's something that you want to be able to repeat over and over again. If the phrase is too long, then it becomes a little difficult to remember. Include an ing word. So this is a little bit different than what you've probably heard before. So for example, I express myself openly, honestly, and with exhilaration. Sounds great, but it would be even better if I said I am exhilarated, expressing myself openly and honestly. There's a small nuance there, and it just puts you in the present, that you're actually experiencing it, and it also provokes a feeling that I'm expressing myself. So that's number 6, adding an ing word in there, and include a dynamic feeling word. And I can also post dynamic feeling words like enjoying, adoring, thrilled, excited, exhilarated, peacefully, feeling great. So for example, I'm living at my perfect weight. I'm expressing my true feelings. So an upgrade on that would be, I'm looking and feeling great at my perfect weight. I'm enjoying expressing my true feelings with comfort and ease. So the last but not least, and I think this is fun for us women, only make affirmations for yourself, not for anyone else, like your husband. Like Johnny is keeping his desk clean or taking out the garbage. Yet this statement doesn't really work. So, right, I'm calmly and effectively communicating with Johnny.
Can you go over those again from
Yeah.
1 to 8?
Yeah, for sure. I was just about to do that. So number 1 would be personal, keep it in the I am. Use your present tense. I am enjoying riding my red Peugeot bicycle. But okay, I'm going to add to that. Describe it in positive terms. Always positive. Because your subconscious doesn't understand the negative. Be brief. Be specific. So be specific. Include an action word ending in the ing. Include a dynamic feeling word. And 8, only make affirmations for yourself. So I'd like to go back just to the Peugeot. I am enjoying riding my red Peugeot bike by January 29th of 2021 at 5 p.m. So you can make it a little bit more specific if it's a specific goal. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about that? Do you have reactions where you can raise your hand or no? No. Do you like to put anything in the chat for, okay.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
If I already put some affirmation on my board, can I use them or tell them, or can you tell me if it works or if I should add?
Exactly. So what we'll do right now is, that's a perfect example. You can take them and we'll go around and we'll see if they actually fit what we've gone over. Well, if they fit the guidelines. And then you can actively perfect them, make them a little bit better. Okay? Does that work? How are we doing, Mansi? Are you thinking about them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So cute. Okay. So I think what we'll do first is we'll have Danielle take a couple of her affirmations, and then we can pull it apart, chunk it down a bit, and see if they follow the guidelines. And then we'll all go out into a break room and write down your own affirmations, and then we can come back and share them. Because what is really important is that you actually share them.
There's a few things in the chat, Kim, just so you know.
Excuse me? Yeah, okay. Okay, so Susie says, where did it go? Can I say I am happy and thrilled in my new car? You can be happy and thrilled driving your new car through Monaco. Make it really exciting, right? or see yourself. So it evokes a little bit more passion, a little bit more feeling and excitement. Because for me, when I hear that, I see you sitting in your car. I don't know what it is. Is it a BMW, a white 1X 2021? So really go and describe the car. What does it look like? What year it is? What color it is? What are you doing in that car? Okay, I am in a loving, respectful, affectionate relationship with my soulmate. And so there's a little bit more to that. What would invoke inspiration and excitement? I am thoroughly enjoying my loving, respectful, affectionate relationship with my soulmate. Okay. Okay, sorry. So I was asking Shannon something and I stopped. Shannon, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You don't have a camera today?
I do. Sorry, I just keep having to pop in and out, so I don't want to be distracting.
Okay, what was I asking you?
About homework, I think, but I missed most of last session, so I'm sorry I didn't do it. I don't know what it was exactly.
No, that's okay. That's perfect. So I wanted to also extend after today's group, if there's anything that you would like to go over or you would like to do a one-on-one, we can just meet through Zoom, whatever's convenient for you, and just solidify what we've gone over. So what I did the first day was a visualization on every different area of your life to kind of get more connected to what is it you really want in your life? What areas do you want to work in your life? And where do you see yourself 1 year from now? Okay, so those, the affirmations that we would be working on today would be to affirm those goals and visions and dreams that you have. So today, maybe you can think of one thing in one area of your life that 1 year from now that you would see yourself. Like, I see myself, I am so happy and grateful that I am now a business owner in Paris, France, by January 30th, 2022.
Okay.
Okay. Yasmin, did you have anything that you'd like to say? I am enjoying healthy, fit living every day. That's nice. Okay. Perfect. So, Danielle, would you like to share one, or should we wait for a little bit? Yasmin, you can make that call. Maybe should we wait for everyone to have some time to write their affirmations, and then we...
Yeah, why don't we do like 5 minutes? And I don't know how you feel about this, Kim, but would it make sense for people who are like, I don't know where to start, to focus on one area?
Yes.
So that, you know, like maybe the vision for all the areas of each person's life is not clear yet, but maybe there's one that we're drawn to and that we can focus on that.
Exactly.
So that it's sort of we can focus our attention and our energy
in one area. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Sounds good. So this way you're learning how to do your affirmations, and then going forward, as you become clear in each area of your vision board, then you've already got the affirmation skill. Sounds good. So we'll give you 5 minutes. And then, Yasmin, do you have the ability to put people in breakout rooms?
Yes. How many people do you want in a room?
How many do we have? Did we lose someone? 1, 2.
No, we're 7, so there's 5.
Okay, so we can do 2. We can do 2, and then You can put Shannon with me so that I can help her with, if she has questions on the vision part.
Sure.
So we'll do that after though. So we'll give you a timer of 5 minutes, and you can put your cameras off or keep them on. It's up to you, and we'll see you in 5 minutes.
We are back.
How was that for everyone?
We can't hear you.
Oh, really? Interesting. Still?
No, you're okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it was me.
Okay, good. Okay. So how was that exercise?
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm less of a chat person. I like to have the mics on when I'm in a smaller group, so you can kind of just jump in. I get a little sidetracked with the chat box. So, yeah. So just pipe in. How was it? Danielle? I'm going to call her.
I had a great partner. She helped me a lot with
Yeah.
my I am now doing stuff or realizing stuff instead of I will or it will come, you know.
Right, exactly.
She was just amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
who you with, Susie?
Yes.
Perfect. Because
Dynamic.
I will go to Chicago means you're always on your way to Chicago. You never get there, right?
Right.
So that's something that you want to do, and that's perfect. But when it's in the affirmation, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Michelin.
I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Example, I am thrilled at writing a more impactful book, thanks to Montse. Now, do we want or do we not want to use the word to be published? We take to be out, we just use the word published?
I might change that altogether, saying I am so happy and grateful. This is a really easy way out too, if you want to just, it's a really short and simple. I'm happy and grateful now that my new book is published in the #1 seller on New York Times. Go big. Go big, or they say go home, right? Go big.
Okay, good. All
So
right.
we have 7 minutes left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll each have 1 minute to go around and say your affirmations out loud, please. We're going to start with Matsi.
Which one? Which one?
Put them all out. You have a minute, so.
Okay, I am enjoying my positive and mentoring working relationship with my new boss by January 2022.
Wonderful. So it has an ing word. It's in the presence. You have very specific. You have a timeline. Great. Do you have another one?
Yeah, I am accelerated boarding an airplane and taking our business class seats with my family going on vacation for spring break 2022.
Okay, beautiful. The only thing I may change is where am I going? So you might stay in that plane for a while if you don't figure out where you're going, right?
Okay.
Be specific. I am going to Cuba, on the island of, in a 5-star hotel. So
Going to Greece.
Okay. Greece, what city, what hotel, by when? Okay. Beautiful. And you lit up when you said that. So that's fun.
I can see my kids.
Yeah.
They're still travelers, so yeah, I can definitely see them.
That's what you want to see. I mean, you actually visualize it. So once it's in there, it's in there. And you're tuning into the universe. This is what I want. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Susie?
I am super excited and motivated about my job right now. I am enjoying my perfectly fit and healthy body, mind, spirit, and soul.  I am at perfect peace within myself. I am in love with my beautiful, spacious, cozy home. I am deeply in love and passionate about my lifelong soul companion. I am enjoying an easy and fulfilling relationship with my lifelong soul companion. I am loving my dynamic and fulfilling career. I am motivated in my work.
I feel excited. I'm like,
okay. I enjoy coming home to my beautiful, sunny, comfortable home. I am loving my body, mind, and soul in the highest and best way. And my last two are, I am comfortable and content being driven in my dream Mercedes, in my Mercedes G-Wagon car to my job and for fun. And my last one is, I am in love with my ideal body.
beautiful. The only thing that I witnessed would be, what is that job? To really chunk it down and be specific and get creative around, maybe do a visualization as to, what do I see around me? Who are the people that are around me? How much am I making? You know, those are all questions that it's a job, but what is the job? But other than that, wonderful. Thank you.
I have a question about, just sort of triggered by what Susie said. You know, what do you, so I've read a lot about affirmations and how they work and how they don't work and whatever. And when you add something like right now, like, I am happy and grateful for the amazing, exhilarating job that I have right now. Not using Susie as an example, but let's say that is the affirmation I hold, but I don't have it. And if you, like, my experience of affirmations is that people put a mental block where they're like, that's a lie. It's not happening right now. So how do you override that?
By saying it, it's repetition and repetition and repetition. And that's the dissonance that I was talking about at the beginning, is that there's a lot of things that are going to come up and pop up. It's like, I don't have that now. How am I going to get that? That's impossible. I'm not good enough. All those blocks are going to happen. It's just normal. But if you keep repetition, if you keep repeating, it will go away. And your brain will start to believe what you're saying. Does that make sense? For example, I'll give you an example. It's a 30-day, if you do this for 30 days, 3 times a day, there's an example of an astronaut who did what had to do this. It was an experiment, and he had glasses on that turned the world upside down, just so that he could get used to being in space. And after 30 days of doing it every day, he still had the glasses on. The brain flipped everything, and he could see normally out of those glasses. So what happened? The brain changed everything, changed the way he saw the world. So if you do your affirmations, do them every day, 3 times a day. If you miss a day, we need to start over. So again, that's the dissonance that happens with the brain.
Can I give you another suggestion?
Yeah.
So the work that I have done in this department with people, I mean, I'm not a life coaching person, really. I just use Ayurveda to, like, make life flow better for myself and other people. Is to use the word, I am creating a life that blah, 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 which is a little bit of a stepping stone to get to, I have this great time.
I differ. I beg to differ on that one. From what I've learned, if you're creating, you can always be in that creative state and never get there.
Well, I understand. I totally understand your point, but I also have clients that are like, no, like, it's never going to happen. And it's like, it creates like a little bridge.
Well, that's the other work that needs to be done, that I do as a coach. And that is part of the program, that's the disbelief. Those are the blocks that come up, and they are coming up from childhood. They're coming up from not feeling good enough. They will come up. But if you keep that person in the creating stage, this is the technique and from everything that I've learned is it's in the now, because what we're working on is the reticular activating system that will differentiate everything that does not serve that client. But if that person, so I think I spoke about this last time, is if this person is always putting that negative thought in their head that it's not going to happen, so I'm just going to back off a little bit and say, well, I'm kind of just creating it, like that's my stepping stone, then they'll never get there. Do you know what I mean?
I understand your point. I'm just saying that like not everybody has the time or the budget to work one-on-one with a life coach. And so sometimes at least it's something to get flowing. Creating is better than being stuck, right? So, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. And that, yes, if people have the conviction, I've just seen people like drop off and like, you know, get like just completely discouraged and just stop trying because they just really have a hard time with those blockages, which, you know, are really challenging, but not everybody has the experience or the opportunity to kind of like work on those blockages with a coach or a psychologist or whatnot. And I have seen shifts that people can make just with like adjusting that kind of language so that they can believe in something before they believe in the next thing, you know?
So so that's number one. They have to believe it's possible, right? So what are the steps that you need to do to believe it's possible? So that's the internal work that most people that are doing when they're searching, right?
Yes, sorry to cut you off. And I'm sorry I went on this little rant. I do know that you want to talk to everybody. And I do also recognize that our time is sort of like completed where we have set scheduled, but maybe if people want to, like people who have to go can just go, and that people who want to stay on to share their affirmation out loud so that Kim can hear it and help you work on it. I think that would be a good use of time, but I just want to be respectful that we are at 1:30.
Okay. So does everyone have a few minutes to continue their affirmations? Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Danielle.
So I wrote down, my happiness is what I choose every day. Would I have to add something like short and sweet, but something?
Okay, could you repeat that?
My happiness is what I choose every day. I am grateful for taking time for myself. I am celebrating special moments with my beautiful family and friends. I am going to see my son sing in Paris this summer and enjoying myself.
This summer, perfect.
I didn't write that before the summer, but now I'm putting the time, so it's gonna happen, right? I am building a beautiful new garage at the cottage to celebrate my new year 2022, because I have to be realistic that it's not going to happen, you know, in a shorter amount of time.
Okay.
So yeah.
How's it feel?
It feels like it's more happening than just I will, or it might, or I wish.
Right. So it's more specific and it feels like it's happening.
Yeah. Putting the time or putting the I am instead of just, you know, like I will do something or we will celebrate. It's more like we are celebrating because we want the people to be together again, and we want to be, you know, with our family and friends and having happy moments. So
exactly. So putting it with that ing makes you feel the experience now. So a lot of it also is the energy and the vibration that you're sitting in. So if you're feeling happy about that, then it will also attract that same vibration to you.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Yasmin, I have a really quick fix for blocks. It takes about 5 minutes, so I will share that. That's actually one of the reasons why I got into this work as a coach. I felt that I would see people self-sabotage all the time, and they drop off, and they sabotage, and they drop off. And it's a very deep, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel good enough to deserve all this. So there is some hacking that we can do. We call that happiness hacking. So it takes about 5 minutes, and I will share that, not today, obviously, we don't have time, but I will share that with you. Yes.
Oh,
So
don't forget the complaint-free contract, because that's what we have been meaning to talk about last 3 sessions.
yeah, I know. Okay. Micheline, go ahead. Yeah, I'm talking to you. At least one.
Yeah.
You're-
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, fine. This is the iffiest one. I am delighted financing renovations at the condo to be completed by year end.
Could you repeat that?
I am delighted financing renovations at the condo to be completed by year
Okay.
end.
Can we put that in already completed, already paid for?
Oh,
It's already
okay.
standing, it's beautiful.
Okay. Okay, I'll change it. Yes. I'm delighted renovating the condo.
I am enjoying my newly renovated condo by 2021, January 30th. Or you're already in it, you're seeing it, you're enjoying it, you're loving it, it's paid for. You don't even worry about how it's paid for.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
in their first statement was like, I'm financing it. And it was kind of like, it's like that message that you send out to the universe, but you have your sound earmuffs on. So you send it out, and then the universe says, oh, she really doesn't want that because she's so iffy about it. We're just not going to listen. It cuts it off.
Okay, yeah.
And I
Very
can
good.
see it in
Thanks.
your face. You're like, oh, really doesn't really sound right. But you feel the difference in those?
Yes, yeah. Good,
Okay.
thanks. Yeah.
So last but not least, Shannon, are you ready? And if you're not ready, that's fine. But give us one. Oh, I can't hear you, love. You just take off your mic.
Sorry. I'm enjoying living in Jolly Harbor with Scott by July 1st, 2021.
Beautiful. Clean, clear, objective, deadline. You're enjoying it. It's happening. And you're smiling. So that's good. Yeah. So the complaint contract is really about your vibration, right? It's like everyone knows in this area, what you focus on will show up. What you talk about will show up. So if I'm talking about, it kind of feels fun to call my girlfriend and complain about my boyfriend, or it feels fun, just like, just listen to me, right? I'm just unloading, and I'm talking about my finances, and I'm worried about money, and yada, yada. So what happens? Basically, you're tuning into that vibration. Have you ever seen where they have like a tuning fork? It's a C. The tuning fork is a C. Or I'll turn it around. You have a tuning fork, and it's one side of the room, and you have a piano, and you hit the sound C, the note C, and the tuning fork will vibrate. So the universe works like that. It's all on levels of vibration. So if you're vibrating at a very low level because you're worried about finances and you're insecure about it, and you're talking about it all the time, how can you be financially successful? It's just not going to happen, right? Because you're tapping into a low vibration. So the complaint-free contract is just for fun. Try it for 30 days. Don't complain about anything. try to keep, I know, it's a challenge. And if you mess up once, you have to start over again. I did this when I did my yoga certification. I had to do a Kriya every single day for 40 days. And if you don't do it, then you have to restart your 40 days. I think it took me a year. But you live and learn, right? So just try it and see what happens. Just see what happens to your mood. See what happens to the people around you. See what starts to show up. And and that means don't be involved in a complaining conversation either. So if you have someone that's just complaining, complaints mean that there's a better way to do it, but you're afraid to take the risk to actually get what you want. So what do? You complain about it, right? I complain about my job. I hate my boss because I don't dare to have that conversation with my boss. So what feels better is just to complain about it. So, it's out there. If you'd like to do it, try it in combination with your affirmations and looking at your vision board. So I will send documents to Yasmin. I'm not sure if I did yet, but there are guidelines as to what it looks like, how many times to say your affirmations, where to put your vision board, and repetition, like marketing, right? It's marketing. You're just brainwashing your mind, all the good stuff that you deserve in life, right? So I know I'm over time. I'm about 12 minutes over time. So if you have any questions, I will put my name and number, my email in the chat. And I have to tell you, you threw me off a little bit there, Jasmine. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, you don't know me well enough yet. I do this with everybody. That's my job in life. I just push buttons. Yeah, well, that's what yoga instructors, we're supposed to poke and provoke, and then make you grow, right? So I was like, as I'm holding this, I'm thinking, okay, what's the answer? See, like your brain wants to find the answer. So she poked me, and I know there's a quick answer, and the quick answer for me is that it's a block hacker, and it has to do, it's tapping. So that's another thing I wanted to share, that some people are reverse psychologically as far as affirmations and doing this type of work. So before you do a class, or before you do your affirmations, or before you're reading anything for personal growth, there's a spot right here. Just tap 35 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is scientific, that some people that do affirmations, it does the exact reverse. And something happened in their childhood that reversed them psychologically. So it's like 1 out of 100 people, but it might be one of us, right? So do that every time you do your affirmations. Do that every time you're learning something new, and everything when there's personal development before a class, like Yasmin's class, you want it to sink in. We're not sure how long it lasts for each person. So that's one of your tapping. Boom, there you go. Oh. That's the trick.
That is part of it. So I will drop the other block hacker, because I think that's super important. When we first say our affirmations, they feel like lies, for sure.
You can also, if you want to, record a video, and I can just upload it to our to their profile.
Okay.
So it's easier for you to just do like to record a 5-minute video or something.
Yeah. Okay. So this is all new to me. I'm a little awkward with the Zoom and the microphone and the chat and la. So I thank you for putting up with my awkwardness, but I'm working through it, and I hope that I helped all of you today. And namaste, as they would say. I say Satnam, but that's my email, my phone number. You can always text me, and that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being so generous with your time and with all your knowledge and your experience. Really appreciate it. I know that this is a bunch of bonus extras that we're just very lucky to have you. And also just to have great contact with you to help us individually go through things. So if you do feel like you're kind of like waffling in this area, Kim's the person. She's got the tools. So
I've been studying for years. I've
Exactly.
certified in you name it, I've done it pretty much. Yoga, Kundalini, prenatal, shiatsu, massage, Reiki, integrative nutrition, functional medicine.
so there you go.
I'm looking for the answer, like all of you, and we get to share our wisdom. And I will, at some point, create a mastermind called Wisdom at the Table, where we all just help each other. So
Excellent. Amazing. Well, be sure to let us know and I'll pass on the information.
perfect.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Yes.
See you next week for our lesson 5, and next weekend for not this coming one, but the next one for our last long practice, Sunday, February 7th. Make sure that you have your mala stuff before then. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.